Nice ink, the little guy said. Yeah. You do those tats yourself? Who are you, my social worker? The ogre smacked the back of my head. I wanted to hit him back, but dude was huge and there was no life in his eyes. He had that look people have when they're stoned, but not the fun kind. The I'm brain dead kind. The short kid was still talking. You're new. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Brainiac. Part brain and part maniac. Really? I hadn't figured that out. The big guy hit me in the back of the head again. A rent-a-cop guard strolled by, not taking any notice. I watched him walk away. Don't bother to look for help, Brainiac said. Especially not to the pigs. We have an arrangement. So? The ogre hit me again. Fuck! I yelled. Can you tell him to stop doing that? What makes you think I control him? I thought you guys were lovers. Brainiac held up his hand, sparing me from another slap. Beast is my friend, not my slave. He's unhappy because you're not showing me the proper respect. Okay, I'll show respect. Beast, please, Brainiac said. Beast took a step back. His hot breath left my neck. So, Brainiac asked, what's your name? Zerd. That your real name? No. How do you spell it? Z-E-R-D. Nerd, with a Z. A malicious rumble sounded behind me. Beast was chuckling. Can I go now? I turned and asked Beast. He smacked me again. Brainiac clucked his tongue. Address me, Zerd. That's respect. Your cheeks are burning red. You must be getting angry. So take time to phrase your questions properly. Can I go now, Brainiac? Sir? Not yet. I want to explain the rules to you, since you're a noob. Okay, Brainiac, sir. I'm curious about that tattoo of the hand reaching up from the grave giving the world the finger. That one on your arm. The tombstone reads PSFU. Does that stand for anything? It's the guy's final statement to the world. P.S. Fuck you. I thought it meant patron saint of fuck-ups. He snorted a nerd's laugh. I stared at him. Right, he said, clearing his throat. So far my assessment is as follows. Intelligence, above average, owing to your verbal responses. Strength, below average, owing to your quick submission to Beast. Self-esteem, below average, owing to the desire to modify your own skin. He paused a moment. What do you think? I stared at him, wondering if this asshole was for real. No response, he continued. Like I said, above average intelligence. You'd be surprised how many times Beast has to smack some guys before they understand how things are going to be. Speaking of, I'll start with a few simple rules. When Beast summons you, come immediately. When I ask you a question, you answer. Clear? Sure. Good. Now I know you're probably thinking I'm some kind of jerk, but I encourage you to work with me. Together we can make this dull place fun. Right. There is a certain X factor about you, he continued. You don't strike me as the average loser this place collects. Sure, I'm an above-average loser, Brainiac, sir. Clever. I find you funny. Thanks, Brainiac, sir. You may go now, Zerd. I took off. I didn't look back until I knew I was clear of Beast's huge paws. My head hurt, and my neck felt kinked from being knocked around. The two of them moved to the bleachers near the basketball court. Brainiac sat on the top row alone, reading a book, while Beast stood guard on the ground behind him, arms folded, eyes scanning like a bodyguard. About a dozen guys crowded onto the other set of bleachers, leaving Brainiac several rows all to himself.